Alright, welcome back, guys. This is Professor.
I'm Bugman.
And Homer.
And we're going back into the sexy surprise of Doki Doki Literature Club.
You built this up way too much now.
Yeah, baby.
It's not going to be that sexy.
Yeah, baby. Alright.
I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house.
We just found out that Sayori's in depression. I acted last episode too, so if you guys want to see a good acting job, then
I felt kind of sad.
Look somewhere else.
then go watch an Academy Award winning movie. Alright.
On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we are definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
It's summer. Why are you wearing that?
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
I thought I saw you in the window hiding from me.
Were you at Natsuki's house?
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
Sure, it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean!
I cleaned it right before you came over, so...
Sniffing.
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there.
Don't look under there. It's grabbing me!
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine.
What's she
I
doing?
let go of Yuri's wrist.
She looked in the closet.
She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course! I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity.
She's like a massage therapist.
Right?
And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
Oh, God.
That's great. It's easy
Homer's
to forget.
like, oh, yeah.
It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. I thought this is insane.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
Oh, dear God.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
What is that?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils.
Uh-huh.
How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Let me get the KY jelly out.
Not familiar at all.
Then yes, it's a diffuser. It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere.
Then yes, it's a diffuser.
Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom.
Oh my God. What is it doing? What is it like that?
We're diffusing!
Bend over! I'm gonna diffuse the crap out of you! In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole at the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because
Yuri
it provides
sprays it
more
all
than-
over her face.
More than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh, yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Poke her in the stomach. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Homer. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a knife!
Dear God!
Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it.
Is that raccoon blood?
Why is there dry blood on that?
The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it.
Dear God.
I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship...
Oh, sorry.
What am I saying? Stop clicking.
I didn't mean to. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Right-clicking takes away the thing. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Ooh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
Nah.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
I like knives too.
I wouldn't laugh at the person that just brought out a knife. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's interesting to see, or it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool
That was
looking
more of
knife.
like a
I can't
nervous,
deny
like,
that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Just starts sharpening.
Would you like to hold it?
Anything to get it away from you. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Homer! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp.
There's rabies on that!
I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. Knife sharp! It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no!
I should know. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger.
Is she gonna suck the blood out?
Oh, Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
Ah!
She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel bad that I should have mentioned I had AIDS. Startled, I instinctively pulled my hand back.
Oh! Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri...
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How can I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little.
I shouldn't have worn jeans today.
Ooh!
She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Homer! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even.
Ugh.
Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong.
Get the diffuser!
I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Homer!
Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Ah, thanks. This is just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner.
Yuri touches the second switch on the diffuser.
That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
You went in my closet, didn't you? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm.
Oh my God.
Your face is a little red. Aww.
She was cutting herself,
yep.
wasn't she?
Is it too hot in here, or...?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
What is wrong with all these people? Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall, behind the podium, in the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, it would be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all.
Wait, you said that out loud?
I guess. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand. Look at my arm!
Yuri leans over the banner.
I carved your name in my arm!
to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
Yeah!
Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her.
Ooh.
Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel.
Ah!
Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait.
Eh?
Just for a little longer. Feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? I suddenly notice a plate of fava beans next to her. Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling?
Did she drug you?
Yep. Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago.
Ah,
Yuri slowly pulls away.
sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Is it wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it'd be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Oh.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then.
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Homer.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
Whoa!
I kind of like that about you. You look kind of like a raccoon.
How am I supposed to respond to that?
I got a new knife for you.
But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori!
Eh?
Hi, Homer.
Sayori? Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Homer. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course.
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Damn. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori.
Bye, Felicia.
I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you're having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. I saw you. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
You're breaking her heart, Homer.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Homer? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so better.
Go back inside. Close the door.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Homer. If I wasn't there, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put on me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica's right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Homer. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself.
Homer, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you.
Oh.
Damn.
Alright, I think this is a good place to stop. I think we're going to stop right here. We're going to do one more episode. Alright, guys. Take it easy. Tune in next time.
Next time.
Find out next time. Yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, bye.
Bye.
Bye.